Hey there. We're going to be talking about resonance, articulation, and different tones that can come from instruments as we use different dynamic levels. So we just threw a lot of vocabulary out there, so let's go over a little bit of it. Articulation is whenever you strike, hit, or use your tongue to play a different style of tone on an instrument. If you are using a very heavy tongue and hard air whenever you're playing a trumpet, you might get a more sharp or harsh sound than using a soft palate or slowly articulating with your tongue or using no tongue at all, just using a very slow style of air. While on the other hand, we can have a very percussive instrument that you can only strike. How would one articulate differently on something that you're just hitting with a stick or a mallet? These are things that your 6th grade student may have a hard time comprehending as they progress into their career as a musician. I find it to be very elementary whenever it comes to describing these things. Let's say a percussion student is just beginning on a snare drum, and they're holding their sticks and they have no idea what to do. It could come to something as simple as hitting a counter. This counter right here is a flat surface that'll be just about at the same level that a drum would be for an elementary style student that is not playing on a professional level. You can have them take their hands, or whatever, even their sticks, and strike the counter in different forms and different manners to show that with lighter and quicker articulation of their knuckle or stick against the counter, they can have a softer and less resonating sound, as if they hit with the bottom of their soft palate of their fist. It would create more resonance, a darker and warmer sound. These ideas that are taught to students are meant to be very clear in nature. There's a lot to be clarified whenever it comes to specificity of conductors and artisans whenever it comes to having students play and conduct themselves differently. This is whenever dynamics comes into play. Dynamics is a certain way that you could voice your instrument. A volume is what a lot of conductors usually use to describe dynamics. They use it to phrase themselves, they use it to create emotion in a piece. So you could be talking at this volume and be conveying a very clear and concise message. While if you just wanted to talk to someone in this manner, it would be very soft. Maybe a close friend or a loved one. All of these things can be applied to real life. Every day, what we do and everything we do. Dynamics in our voice. How loud our car is running whenever we're trying to merge onto the interstate. Or if your parents are mad at you and yelling at you, you understand how serious the issue is. These are just a few ideas that you can apply to the classroom in very abstract ways: hitting a cabinet, striking a drum, striking a counter, or even having students come and draw what they think is loud or soft in the world on the whiteboard. All things that could present your students with their own idea of what they can apply to tonality and dynamics in everyday life, and then have them transferred to their musical selves. Thank you.